I'm resenting my GF, and ick if it's reversible. I 20M, 19F, have been dating my GF for 1 year. I have a lot of resentment to my girlfriend. She's a beautiful, loving, caring girl who has a very authentic personality and heart. She buys me a whole bunch of stuff and makes thoughtful gifts. She took me on some really nice dates and made my birthday the best I've ever had. She made it a point to heal my inner child when I finally opened up to her about it about 6 months into our relationship. We've been together for a year now, and our anniversary was the 17th of January. To say things have been great would be a lie. Things are kind of better now, but this huge amount of resentment is holding me back from continuing with our relationship. Technically, we aren't together right now because I broke up with her for the 3rd time over the same things, and I'm unwilling to get back together because I know it'll happen again. I have ADHD and a couple other gifts, one being extreme pattern recognition and ability to predict the future based off the past uncannily accurate. Since the beginning of our relationship, I kinda knew it wasn't going to work. She isn't emotionally, mentally, intellectually on the same maturity/level as me. That sounds so cocky and arrogant. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be that way, but even she admits it pretty frequently. She didn't and doesn't have control over her emotions, and it severely affects our relationship. She is very impulsive and is react first, ask questions later type of person. I could be explaining to her why what she did in a situation that has us now arguing made me feel some type of way, and the second say a word she doesn't like, she jumps on it and cuts me off and immediately invalidates my feelings by saying something along the lines of, "Okay, that's how you feel," or I show a point of double standards being present and how if I did what she did, she would be hurt. She would say, "Okay, but that's not the same." And nothing pisses me off more than that. She used to put her hands on me. She would grab me by the shirt, by the collar, like I was a little kid, and it would take every fiber in my being not to react harshly. Still mad about that till this day. She's also pretty disrespectful and gets very loud and aggressive with me, and I'm a very calm person and I hate being loud. One, because all it does is make shit worse. It's counterproductive to any debate/argument/disagreement, and it just shows a lack of respect and intelligence when it comes to having a conversation. Sometimes she'll clap on each word/syllable when she's trying to make a point and starts talking to me in a very condescending manner for absolutely no reason. I do my best to stay level-headed and not monotone so I don't make her feel like I don't care, but nothing works. On top of that, there has been a few instances of blatant disrespect. The most recent was at Chili's with her teenage little brother and her 2 cousins that are both 2 to 3 years older than us. She was getting into it with her brother and immediately started taking it out on me when the waiter asked what I was going to order. Mind you, it was a full house, and the waiter was standing at our table with her iPad waiting for us to order. I wasn't hungry at all and had pizza at home, so I said nothing, "I'm not really hungry," and she flipped out on me for no reason, which caused me to shut down because I hate arguing in front of people, especially as a couple. I believe instances like that are meant to be in private and under better circumstances. She then kept going after I told her to chill and gestured around to emphasize the fact of where we're at. She said some pretty shitty things in front of everyone and then got up and left to go sit in the car. Her cousins apologized to me on her behalf because they were also shocked about the things she said, and I just sat there feeling belittled and embarrassed and disrespected in front of everyone. Later that night, she had a panic attack because she thought I was going to break up with her, which I was, and was rambling about how life was hard for her and her childhood wasn't great, but not once did she apologize. OTW home, she said something in the car I'll never forget. She said, "I only respect you sometimes." When I asked her if, based on her definition or my definition of respect, does she respect me all the time? YK, that feeling you get when your S/O says that one thing that lets you know you'll never marry them? That was that. And this was 2 months ago. I haven't been able to sleep since. I did everything in my power to help her get through and over this. Gave her all the knowledge I had. All of my patience and grace and understanding and leniency was spent on her. I told her multiple times for the first 12 months what she was doing wrong or where the problem was stemming from and how we can fix it, and she would argue against it for hours on end just to admit I was right from the jump. IDGF about being right, I just want peace and growth. And then now at month 13, she just admitted she always knew I was right, she just hated being wrong, and TBH, that really blew it all for me. All of the grace, kindness, love, patience, understanding, focus, and energy I poured into her and helping her heal so we can grow together. Just for her to admit she knew all along, just didn't want to admit her being wrong. She said it so casually to you don't understand. Months of non-stop continuous effort for what? I literally gave my all into this girl. It felt like I was going to self-destruct, just for her to say, last weekend BTW, when I told her about this resentment for the third time and how it was building up and holding me back from wanting to try us again. I understand, but you just have to let it go. Are you fucking kidding me? Let it go? I have this thing of guilt when it comes to trying so hard to help/fix someone and having to stop trying when I see my efforts are killing me and making minimal progress with them. She says she's changing and understanding things now, and her mindset is different, but to be honest, I don't know if I care. If I care to see it through, to see how much she changed. My attraction level when it comes to her has plummeted, and my tolerance, understanding, and love may be even lower. It doesn't help that there have been 2 more instances just this month after her change that further proves nothing is really different. I need advice on taking the best course of action for my mental health.